Yo, what's up, everybody? This your boy Derek Smith, or you can call me Unlimited Verses. Let me just say, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching on YouTube, or if you're listening on podcast, thank you so much on Anchor, by way of Spotify and Amazon Music. I really appreciate it. And if you are on listening to this podcast version, I really appreciate your support. I'm almost there at where I can do host reads, so I think about like 15 away, 15 more listeners away. So go ahead and help your boy out, and it don't cost you nothing. You can just put this on in the background and even turn the volume down. You can just, like I said, just use it as noise for the hell. Put it on while you're gone. Let your pets listen to it so they can feel like there's someone there. Feel more comfortable having to do it. But anyway, like I said, thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and all the other buttons. The thumbs up button, the thumbs down button, the share buttons. Hit all the buttons and everything like that. I really appreciate it. Today we just gonna talk about Takeoff's death. Now that the dust is settled, we had time to process this. The A lot of speculation has gone down. We got a lot more facts. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this. First of all, we're gonna start off with hiphopdx.com. Well, the story was published on the first. While I was gearing up to play my monthly Bone Thugs and Harmony song, first of the month, tragedy was being taken place. Another one was being ripped from the coach of hip hop, and this one hurts. In Houston, Texas, as per Hip Hop DX, Takeoff has reportedly been killed in a shooting in Houston, Texas, according to TMZ. The Migos rapper, whose real name is, I'm not gonna pronounce it, it's right there. But if you listen on the podcast, it's Kirshnik. His middle name is Khari. Last name is Ball. Um, that was Takeoff's real name. Anyway, he was gunned down at 810 Billiards in Boulder in downtown Houston in the early hours of Tuesday. He was 28 years old. Takeoff and Quavo was partaking in a dice game when an altercation broke out. Shots was fired, striking Takeoff either in the head or near his head. And this is the original report that came out at the time. Despite initial rumors suggesting he was also shot, Quavo was not injured. Houston police announced on Twitter early Tuesday that officers responded to a shooting near 1200 Polk Street. One victim found dead uh, upon arrival, although their identity has yet to be revealed at the time. Like I said, we didn't know that. So, someone on Twitter who has witnessed the shooter tweeted, "Rest in peace, Takeoff. That was sickening to see what happened to you. He minded his business the whole night." Um, there's a video. Apparently, there was a video of somebody there. Let me see. It goes on to say Takeoff's tragic death comes weeks after he and Quavo, his uncle, did not know, released their joint album, Only Built for Infinity Links, which debuted at number 7 on the Billboard 200. Shouts out to him. I kind of feel like they're gonna get a lot more plays now. That I actually think I'm gonna go check that out, because I had this idea where I would do like an album breakdown, kind of like a New Rock Stars, but for music. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. But anyway, the Lawrenceville, Georgia native rose to fame in the early 2010s as one-third of the Migos alongside Quavo and Offset. The initial trio broke through with the 2013 single Versace and helped popularize the triplet flow. Made famous by 90s rap groups like 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs Harmony among a new generation. Migos went on to release a slew of mixtapes and studio albums, um, with the Billboard charts of Culture 2, and the Lil Uzi Vert assisted Bad and Bougie. And the solo album Last Rocket in 2018. So that was the original report that first came out on the first when he first got shot. That's what happened then. So on the 5th, what's today? Today is the 7th. Okay. So on the 5th, Takeoff's friends and family hold a Atlanta candlelight ceremony in his honor. In his honor. I don't know why I've struggled saying that words. Anyway, this was reported by Devin Jefferson. Takeoff has been remembered at a visit put on by his closest friend and family, and there's footage on hiphopdx.com. You can go there to check out. And it goes on to say multiple videos of an intimate candle lighting ceremony began circulating online. In the short clip, the deceased Migos rapper loved ones congregate around each other and as they chant Takeoff's name and release a set of balloons spelling out his stage name high into the sky. Attendees can be heard shouting RIP, rest in peace Takeoff, in addition to the phrase Northside, which Takeoff and several other and his fellow Atlanta rappers appear utilized by paying homage to their upbringing on the north side of the city. It said, and tributes have been pouring across hip-hop communities since the world woke up to the news of his death on November 1st. Authorities say they were notified around 2:30 a.m. of an altercation. The 28-year-old died of a gunshot wound to the head and torso. Officer concluded an autopsy report, and other two individuals were injured at the hospital, including his assistant, Joshua Washington. Let me see. Gucci Mane, Killer Mike, and Joe Budden were among the first to share their reaction to the tragic news on social media, including Drake, Future 21 Savage, Travis Scott, and 2 Chainz. You know, I had saw this article once. What was this one guy? He lost his record deal, and he was literally like one day. He was like, "Congratulations, you was like the first person to lose a record deal in the same day." I was like, "Man, where is it?" But anyway, oh, here's something too. Police chief defends hip hop after Migos rapper death. I like that. That one really caught my eye right there. So this came out November 2nd, a day after we all found out the news. So, and this was from Joe Walker from hiphopdx.com, and it goes on to say Takeoff was shot and killed in the early hours of Tuesday morning, November 1st. But Houston Police Chief Troy Finer was determined to defend the hip-hop community following his death. While speaking to reporters on Tuesday, Finer addressed hip-hop getting a bad reputation and revealed he wants to meet with local rappers to discuss gun violence in the city. He also paid tribute to Takeoff, explaining how everyone had good things to say about the late Migos rapper as a person and musician. Sometimes the hip-hop community gets a bad name. That was quote what he said anyway. And I know evident from this city and people who I have a great relationship with. There's a lot of great people in our hip hop community and I respect them. But back to Takeoff, he said, I got many calls from Houston and outside of Houston. Everyone spoke of what a great young man this is, how peaceful he is, and what a great artist. And as always, he says, I'm calling on people in our community, hip hop artists around the nation, saying we got to police ourselves. It's too many talented individual men and women in that community who I love and respect. We got to stand together, make sure nobody tears down that industry. I think so. Man, like I said, I think this is a crazy event. I think they said he was like 28. And it's just, man, it's just so heartbreaking to see someone like that. So talented to go at a young age. I think that these people. He's Quavo's assistant. Yeah, he was already ID. Takeoff honored with a mural at Atlanta Hip Hop. That's cool. They're gonna have a mural for me. Oh. This guy here. There was something. Where is that? Oh, what is this? Oh man, he said he's not coming to Houston after that. Dude's like, boy, what the hell is wrong with you? But anyway, yeah, man, I think that this is one of those deaths that wasn't actually like gun violence. I think it was like a straight up mistake. Yeah, yes, there was an altercation or something like that, but from the article that I read, or at least I had found at the time, it said that somebody else was pulling the gun and accidentally shot him, and that's how he got shot. Like one of the other guys he was arguing with, I think, I want to say his security or staff members or something like that. Don't quote me on this. I'm not 100% sure. As always, it's a lot of he say, she say, even in news world, especially in the hip hop community. There's a lot of that going on. So, like, and I think that this is, no man, this is because this isn't some beef, some needless beef. Like, don't get me wrong, every death in hip hop is a death felt. It's crazy. Not to not to take anything from mourning, not to take anything from the mourning of the people and family that's mourning him now, but there was another death like right after that. It was the guy from Backstreet Boys, the NSYNC, Aaron Carter. It's like I think that was like a drug overdose, but still though, like I said, every death in hip hop, not just in hip hop, just in music, period, is a death felt. It's crazy, man, how these artists are dying younger and younger. It's like, man, it's crazy. So, anyway, I'm going to cut it at that. Hit your boy up in the comments. As always, let me know what you think. I really appreciate you watching. Check out my new singles on Spotify, Ready for the World, Can't Stop My Grind. You can check me out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, as always, Unlimited Verses. Check out the podcast on Anchor, Spotify Music. If you want to release music, hit my link up below. You can get 7% off of distribution. DistroKid is really great. It's $20 a year, and you can release all the music you can release that your heart contents. Like as fast as you can pump them out in a year, you can release for like $20. And use my code, you can get a discount on that. So like save even more money. So all right. But anyway, and as always, hit your boy up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Y'all stay true.